Hello, welcome back. Regal Smith here. Today I'm going to teach you about how to use tree and wood essential oils. I want to make this extremely easy for you and to start to think about your essential oils in categories. So when you think about certain categories, for instance, the wood and tree oils, you're going to think of earthy, grounding, restorative, as opposed to something like citrus oils, which are bright, fresh, mood elevating and uplifting, or florals, which are really great for emotional support and even hormone health. So today we're gonna focus on wood and tree essential oils. Now I have a cheat sheet for you, so you don't have to write all this down. This will be on my new blog on Bliss Mama. It'll be linked below this YouTube video, and I'll have a cheat sheet for you. But I'm also gonna share with you some of my personal favorite uses. So when we think about the tree oils, these are oils that are going to come from the leaves, stems, twigs of trees. And when I think of a tree oil, this will help you when you start to learn about how to use oils. Think about where that plant grows and how it grows. So tree oils and trees in general, they grow deep into the earth. They are rooted. A lot of them grow in spite of. Think about evergreen trees that grow in some of the coldest, undesirable conditions. And they are strength, they are strong, they are oils that will help you feel grounded if you're scattered. You can put them on the bottoms of your feet. They're also extremely restorative. So if we think about wood oils and wood in general, it can build a literal foundation for a home. Tree oils can help support the foundation in your body as well. They are great for supporting homeostasis, which is just balance within the body, and restoring skin tissue, all sorts of systems in the body, the immune system. They are helping to strengthen your body. So some of the oils that doTERRA has that are wood and tree oils from the cheat sheet are Arborvitae, birch, which is only available sometimes, black spruce, cedarwood, copaiba, cypress, Douglas fir, eucalyptus, frankincense, hinoki, which is only available occasionally, juniper berry, myrrh, neoli, which is also occasional, petitgreen, sandalwood, Hawaiian sandalwood, Siberian fir, tea tree, and guayak wood. Now, three of the oils that I like to lump together are going to be black spruce, Douglas fir, and Siberian fir. They all come from evergreen trees, which I think is my favorite tree. I'm in Colorado here. I love to hike, and this reminds me of being out in nature. You can literally ground yourself when you feel scattered by putting your bare feet on the earth. And I'm looking outside my window. It's covered in snow. I'd love to just go run around right now, but I don't like to be cold, so I'm not gonna do that. But you can put these tree oils on the bottom of your feet and help you feel grounded and relaxed. It helps to calm the nervous system. They have a tree-like aroma. The Siberian fir grows in Siberia, some of the coldest conditions, and this tree grows in spite of. So if you feel like you want to grow in spite of whatever conditions are around you, get some Siberian fir in the diffuser. I actually have it going right now with a little bit of citrus. I grabbed tangerine. It was the first citrus oil I found. So the wood oils, they blend well with a lot of things. So citrus, I always love wood and citrus. So you have that really uplifting, mood elevating aroma with that deep, earthy, grounding aroma. Oh, I love it. They also pair really nicely with florals, another one of my favorites. I'll highlight florals on another video. And then occasionally with a little bit of mint. So sparingly with a spearmint, a peppermint, things of that nature. So the Siberian fir, I would say, smells more mature and deeper than perhaps the Douglas fir. The Douglas fir comes from younger trees and it smells like it's a younger tree. It's fresher, it's a little bit brighter. And then the black spruce, which is not a fir tree, but an evergreen tree, a spruce tree, is in our balance oil. So you might recognize the aroma if you've ever used the balance oil, which is called the grounding blend, which is a beautiful blend of tree oils. And this one is absolutely lovely. It's a balance of a little bit of that sweetness, like you're hiking, you brushed up against this beautiful spur tree and just want to give it a big hug. So if we move into the oils that I think of as really restorative, you cannot beat frankincense and copaiba. You may have heard about frankincense. I have a whole entire blog post dedicated just to frankincense and just to copaiba because they are such powerful oils. The frankincense oil is when we say, when in doubt, get your frankincense out and use that. I would say copaiba is on similar ground as far as balancing homeostasis. They both support skin health, rejuvenation. I love to put a drop of frankincense in my moisturizer. It's also in a lot of doTERRA's moisturizing and skincare products already because of those benefits. They're both great at discomfort. You can apply anywhere you're feeling muscle tension or occasional discomfort. And both would be great, either or both, for a drop under the tongue daily to help support and maintain homeostasis in the body. Sandalwood, there is Indian sandalwood and Hawaiian sandalwood. I would say that the Hawaiian has like a sweeter, brighter aroma. They both smell like traditional sandalwood. If you've ever smelled sandalwood, I don't know how else to describe it. The Hawaiian is sweeter, it's brighter. The Indian's kind of more traditional, a little bit more earthy perhaps. The Hawaiian has a special place in my heart because I was actually able to go to Hawaii where it is harvested and meet the growers and learn about the reforestation efforts that doTERRA is doing in Hawaii. They've actually won a lot of awards for this. They are helping with the largest reforestation efforts in the state in the history through their Sandalwood initiative. So that's something about doTERRA is they want to source for potency, purity, but also do it in a way that is sustainable and helps the most amount of people. So as far as aroma, they're kind of similar. I believe the Hawaiian sandalwood has more of one of the constituents that makes it beneficial, and I can't remember the name of the constituent. But if we were to look it up on doTERRA's chemistry wheel, you'll see the primary constituent, and whatever that one is the one that this one has a little bit more of. But they're both lovely. They're great for meditation, skin restoration. It is in doTERRA's skincare products. I like this one in my hair sometimes, just to put a little bit. It helps with hair health. Rosemary, of course, helps with hair growth, but this is kind of like a restorative oil. You can put a drop in. Sometimes if I have a few little flyaways, because it's a thicker oil, I can just kind of put a few drops in my hair and have it smooth down a little bit. My husband's favorite blend, I think of all times, is diffusing sandalwood and citrus bliss. He loves it. He asks for it. If he comes in the house and he smells it, he's like, oh, I love that. It's so delicious. A couple other ones we have, I would say for skin, another one to throw in there is cedarwood. This is really great for adding to lavender for skin rejuvenation. Also wonderful for sleep. So cedarwood and lavender is kind of like a lovely sleep button. Arborvitae, I like to use this one for immune health. So this is an oil that comes from 1,000-year-old cedar trees from the Pacific Northwest. Once they have fallen naturally, doTERRA will then harvest them and use them for the oil, so they don't go and cut down these ancient trees. This tree has been called the tree of life. And something really unique about this oil is once it falls, it doesn't really decay, which is pretty unusual for a tree oil. It is extremely effective against candida, even more so than tea tree, if you're familiar with that. And for me, it's very strong to support the immune system, yet mild. So if anybody in my house is getting the crud, especially my little one, I always throw it in the bathtub. It's not necessarily the best smelling oil in my opinion. It's very, very tree, like ancient tree smell, not sweet, just in your face tree, almost like you're smelling the fresh wood being sawed at Home Depot. It's very masculine smelling, but we'll throw it in the bathtub maybe with some lavender, some geranium, maybe Roman chamomile, and help with an oil bath. We have guayak wood, which I also have an entire blog and YouTube video about guayak wood because it is amazing. It came out last September 2022 at convention, and this is comparable to Palo Santo oil if you've heard about that. This is harvested in a very sustainable way, unlike most Palo Santo oils, so doTERRA will always prioritize sustainability. It comes from the jungles of Paraguay, and it is, when I first smelled it, I'm hesitant to say it because now you'll smell it when you smell it. It smelled kind of like a barbecue. Somebody was barbecuing and like the smoke coming, but the more I smell it, the more it becomes sweet. So that smoky, sweet aroma, it is extremely popular in the perfumery industry. So one of the easiest ways to start to use the guayak wood, it is one that blends beautifully with your homemade roller bottles, if you're making your own personal fragrance, or in the diffuser. Just add 1 drop. It's a very strong base note. Base notes are those heavy notes that you only need a little bit of, but they linger a long time and kind of bring grounding to the blend. And just add a drop to whatever you're doing. So today I just threw in, not in this diffuser, I have 2 different diffusers going. I put in that one guayak wood and tangerine. So this one has the Douglas fir and tangerine, and then that one has guayak wood and tangerine. And it's great for relaxing, calming, meditation, and a few other things. Then we have tea tree and eucalyptus. I think of these as very good ones to have in your bathroom cabinet. So tea tree we grab for skin restorative properties, rejuvenation. We added a lot with frankincense, which we talked about, and lavender. So we have an owie spray that I have on my blog and YouTube, which is just equal parts frankincense, lavender, and tea tree with fractionated coconut oil that we spray on scratches and owies. Tea tree is great for foot funk, all sorts of things. It's extremely restorative. And eucalyptus I would think of as restorative to the lungs. So a great one to diffuse, to open airways anytime there's congestion, or to just bring in your shower and use a drop and breathe it in while you are showering. We also have, I'm gonna do just a couple more, Cypress. Cypress is the oil of motion and flow when you look it up in the emotions book. And when I'm feeling kind of stuck or stagnant, I love to put cypress in my bathtub. I'll add lavender or aroma touch, a little extra aroma touch, or put it in the diffuser with a citrus. So I love that uplifting citrus, maybe a grapefruit, to kind of get things going. It's also really great for bladder support, so you can add a couple drops to the abdomen, and that also works with little ones as well that are working on bladder control. And then final one I'll do today is juniper berry. This one is restorative to the kidneys in particular. It is also great to diffuse with lavender at sleep time. I've had a lot of people tell me that it works really well for little ones that are having scary dreams. I don't know why, but I've had multiple parents tell me that when they diffuse this, and it's also in the Modern Essentials book, that it can help with scary dreams. Great for kidneys. Rub a couple drops over your abdomen to help with kidney support. So those are a few of my favorite uses for a majority of the wood oils doTERRA has. If you want to learn more, be sure to check out my blog post. I'll have more recipes about each of these and this little cheat sheet that you can print out. And of course, if you need any doTERRA oils at wholesale pricing, you can get them at wholesale pricing through my blog, blissedmama.com. Shop whenever you want, as little as you want, whenever you need it. And we will see everyone next time. Thanks for watching.